What's up, y'all? This is another episode of High Ass, man. How you feeling, Tez?
Doing good, man. Chilling, man. Let's get it started.
Tim, how you feeling?
We feeling good, man. We feeling good.
So we go start it off with the first topic, man. We all know how we feel about James Harden. And there's a lot of controversy when it comes to James Harden, right? But the question has been built. Do you think James Harden's career is better, equal, or worse than Allen Iverson?
Allen Iverson.
Me personally, Iverson. Yeah, I think his career might be better than Iverson because he just James Harden was known for an assassin scorer. You feel me? And James Harden, he don't got no ring. James Harden has done a lot on the scoring end, though. He was dropping 40-point, 50-point triple dubs. I don't recall Iverson doing none of that, So I think Harden got the ups on him right now. I think Harden got the ups. Possibly.
That's how you feel. You think he better, equal, or worse than Allen Iverson career-wise?
So doing my homework on these two. So real talk, they're actually very, very similar. You can honestly say equal to, but I honestly give the edge to, and this might be a surprise, Allen Iverson. Because of the fact, Allen Iverson, obviously he was we were young when Allen Iverson was pretty dominant in the league, but going back and looking at it, from the jump, Allen Iverson came into the league just that guy. Scoring-wise at least. James Harden was sixth man of the year, during his earlier days in OKC, but Allen Iverson, when you really look at his career, surprisingly, and I didn't even notice, but when it comes to scoring titles, Allen Iverson had 4, and I think James Harden only had a couple, if I got that right. Also, when we talk about scoring, they both play about 14 seasons. James Harden, I think, has played like 100 more games, but they're honestly only like 300 points apart from each other in like total points in their career. So when you talk about scoring, it's like James Harden really don't got that much more over Allen Iverson. And then we think about that finals appearance where he was averaging like 36 in the finals, man. It was crazy. I don't know. When I look at it in total, I think I give the edge to Allen Iverson.
Fair. So if I were to switch the players, right? Let's go even a little further. Is James Harden career better, equal, or worse to T-Mac?
By default, I'm gonna give it to James Harden because James Harden's still here to this day. Tracy McGrady, he had some unfortunate situations, and he was a little bit way washed, because of the injury. So I think by default, I'm gonna take James Harden over McGrady, but I feel like McGrady's career could have been way better than Harden's.
Okay,
that's what I'm gonna take.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pip on that one. T-Mac, it's just unfortunate. Another what if. He was that guy at his peak, before the injuries happened. But overall, it doesn't compare too much. He just didn't have a good enough career to even in his earlier career to even. For James Harden's total career, it wouldn't match up. You would have to split it up in order to even try to have that conversation. But I'm still not even sure I would give T-Mac over Harden. So I'm gonna go with Harden on that one.
Okay. And then I'm going to start with you too, Tez, on this one then. Is James Harden better, equal, or worse than the career of Wade? D-Wade, is that something that's arguable? Has he done enough to where that's even, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I've seen this conversation, all over the place. To me, I don't even understand how you can begin to have that conversation. 3-time NBA champion, D-Wade, nah. It's not just the rings, just overall. He was a better winner. He impacted the game more than James Harden. one of the best shot blocking guards. Well, not one of. He's the best shot blocking guard of all time. I mean, he was just a winner. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Because with James Harden, I mean, we know unfortunately he just doesn't get to where he needs to be. Dwade did it on multiple occasions, and despite him even being with LeBron when he was by himself, I mean, he was averaging like 35 points that finals when he won that ring. So I'm not even entertaining James Harden versus D-Wade, honestly, if you ask me.
How you feeling about it, Pip?
Yeah, you already know I'm going with this. I'm rocking with Wade. Wade got the rings. Wade then cashed in 3 times on the Money in the Bank. You feel me? Got the rings. James Harden just can't get there. He's never going to get there. I ain't gonna say all that, but he's not getting there. He's had help. D-Wade took more advantage of his opportunities than James Harden. Man. Yeah, man. James Harden, he can't hang. Man. He can't hang with Wade, bro. I don't care what Paul Pierce is talking about.
Nah.
So
that man averaged 36 points in the finals, man. I just can't. I can't.
Who you talking about? You talking about Wade or AI or both?
D-Wade.
D-Wade.
Both of them actually, I think, averaged like 35, 36 points. But yeah, D-Wade did it in one.
Is it anything, I know I didn't say that, but like, is it anything James Harden, like at this point, could do to where maybe that conversation gets a little closer?
I mean, he a role player, no?
Yeah.
No.
I'm about to say he'll have to go ring chaser.
You said he a role player, James Harden?
You can't get no props for winning rings as a role player. He a role player. I'm taking that to the grave. He a role player now.
He get you 20 and 10. That's better than a role player. Come on, man.
The Clippers don't even want to give. The Clippers don't even want to give up Terrence Mann for him. Man, come on now, they know what's up.
Man, so I mean, with this, and I'm glad you said the Clippers, right? That is one of the locations James Harden is rumored to want to go. Mm-hmm. Do you think the Sixers should honor a Clippers trade, or I don't know, maybe he want to go back to Houston? Do you think they should really honor James Harden? I don't know why I can't say his name. James Harden's trade request.
It's about the perspective, though. Like, it's about perspective because, I mean, honestly, if somebody don't want to be on your team, you should trade them. You feel me? But at the same time, though, I don't see Philly trading Harden to the Clippers and getting better. I don't see them making any moves that's going to take them to the next level. So I don't feel like they need to trade him. I feel like they need to just play that last year out with him, and then I don't know, try to let him go after that, let him walk. That's what I would do. I don't see the Clippers clear. The Clippers being smart. They ain't trying to give too much. It's not gonna benefit them to trade hard. I don't think.
You think so? Oh, you talking about it from the Sixers? Yeah. Okay.
It's not going to benefit the Sixers.
I mean, like, if you trade James Harden, what do you aim for? Like, because obviously, I mean, the easy answer is to get another star. Like, that's Daryl Morey. Like, he's trading a player like that to get another player close to that or better. But like, realistically, that's probably not gonna happen. Well, at least not right now. So it's like, what do you trade James Harden for? Like, what would be like if a trade were to happen today? What looks like a good return for y'all, for the Sixers?
Honestly, I'm not even sure. I don't know what's really out there that's worth giving up to get James Harden. Like, it's just, like, from the Clippers' perspective, you're thinking, okay, I can get him for cheap. I ain't got to give up much. But if we're talking about from the Philadelphia Sixers perspective, I mean, I don't. There's not really much out there that you could even hear that's rumor for. And then with him, making it very obvious that he wants to go, I mean, there's really not much the Sixers can really get except for maybe some draft capital. And it really depends on how desperate the team is too. And I don't see any teams that's that desperate out there for James Harden.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think you're gonna get. I mean, the teams, they not dumb. They up the seed now, man. They about to lowball for Harden. This ain't 2020, 2019 where you about to give up the house for Harden, man. Like, teams see what Harden about. They know they ain't about to give up too much. So I don't see. I can only see them really moving Harden for some picks and some depth. maybe they can find. I mean, maybe they can. I mean, I don't even know a good team that got a good rookie. You know, that they can bounce him off for. Like, I just don't see it.
Sure. I'm gonna say
the best package I could think of in my head is somehow, some way, get him to the Lakers for like D'Angelo Russell and the dude they just drafted and some picks. That's a decent offer. I mean, you send him to Houston. Houston got some young bucks. You feel me? But that's gonna put Philly in a situation where it's like, what are we doing here? You know,
it's not gonna be contenders.
There's some decent packages out there, but I don't even see Houston trading for Harden. Like, what would be the point?
No, ain't no reason to. Yeah.
I mean,
and then honestly, I mean, to bring it back to our, funny enough, our last episode, really the best and most ideal, and I still feel like this is like a fantasy for real. This is fantastical, big words, but yeah.
I can't even spell
is
that.
The New Orleans, man, listen, I don't even know if that's a real word. I was low-key just trying. But,
hey, I'm going all in.
No,
with
but
that.
to bring back our last episode is that New Orleans Pelicans trade, possibly. If you can get like a CJ McCollum, or I mean one of the young bucks, even like a Trey Murphy and some picks, you know what I'm saying? Like just some type of package from over there. That's probably your best scenario, along of course with what I said last week as well with the Raptors possibly. But that was more so about fit. I don't even know, like from the Raptors, what would you even really ask for? Because you're not getting Siakam, Scotty.
No.
Like it's like I don't even know like it's really hard to think about because I don't think you're really going to get much of nothing, and the best like you said would probably be from New Orleans.
Yeah. I mean, you look at like you said, you look at the landscape. Like it's not a lot out there. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't do a James Harden trade clean right now. Like not right now, but it's weird because it's like they have to get it done this year because he walks, right? He walks next free agency for nothing. So if
I let him walk for nothing though.
Yeah.
Can you afford it though?
It's just about the overall success of where the team at though. Like you low key gotta play that.
But it's like if you do like right now, because right now you gambling Joel Embiid's prime right now, right? He just won an MVP. Like if you lose James Harden for nothing, that is a huge blow, especially when you traded all that to get him, right? Even though I know you feel some type of way about Ben Simmons, but like you can't afford to lose James Harden for nothing because now Tyrese Maxey, like he has to be a superstar. Like he has no choice. Tobias Harris has to be hooping now, right?
I mean,
like
Tobias can hoop though.
But but he really got to, because y'all had Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, and Harden, y'all still couldn't get it done. So it's like,
I was gonna say as far as the Tobias Harris thing, I think he's like low key underutilized. He's really used as like a fourth option catch and shoot power forward. Like you know, I think without Harden possibly give him a little bit more touches, I think he might be a little bit more confident and actually can hoop. Because, like people say, I mean, he can hoop for real. I mean, I don't.
But do it make him better? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
All right. Assuming James Harden leave, right? James Harden leaves, and Nick Nurse has a system that's just drastically better than Doc Rivers, which a lot of people assume. Like, do that makes them finally get to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I mean,
I feel like that's more on Embiid than anything, though, not James Harden. Embiid got to step up. I mean, you can't just make it to the second round every year and not get there.
Because I respect that, because I do agree. Embiid,
I think
you got to get some criticism, huh?
I think Embiid can get him there. He just was hurt. He came back hurt. It was balling, but you know.
But he always hurt.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like he gotta do something where he gotta stay healthy, because that's really what's holding him back. It's not James. When we look at last year, I don't think it's James Harden that lost him that series. I mean, he could have played better, obviously, in a few of those games, but.
So if they lose James Harden and Embiid steps up, do they get to the finals?
Finals, I think it's better teams than Philly out in East. So I can't say that, but you could definitely. I mean, with Embiid, there's the possibility is always going to be there. He is one of those type of players. He just got to be there. Literally, he just got to be there. I think there's better teams in the East, so it's hard to say that they will make it to the finals. But I mean, it just depends.
Yeah, I think Tyrese Maxey, man. I like Tyrese Maxey. Like, a lot of people thought that Portland was kind of stupid for not taking. Well, Philly was stupid for not trying to put Maxey in any deals. But I think Maxey really liked that though. Like, I don't know. I mean, he's not really facilitating guard though, but I think Maxey can take another step. Like, I think he'd take another step. I mean, James Harden, like, even off no trolling though, like James Harden really was a dude that was giving you 20 and 10. You could find somebody that's going to consistently facilitate and give you some decent points at the point guard, and I think they could still be the same team though. I
mean, I guess we're gonna have to find out, huh?
Yeah, we have to.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't pay me enough money. You can't pay me enough money in the world to try to have that job right now as an owner or GM, because that is a hard situation. I just don't know. Like, what do you do?
It's tough because it's like it's either you gamble or you don't. And I guess Daryl Morey is the perfect general manager for this situation because he is somebody who either gambles or you don't. But it's like, all right, you lose James Harden, Tyrese Maxey doesn't step up. Right. You lose James Harden, Tyrese Maxey steps up. You like, all right, we cool now. Or
like a genius.
You feel what I'm saying? Or you trade James Harden, get some utilizable role players. Obviously, it's probably gonna look like y'all get robbed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trading James Harden, who's basically his trade value is probably piss poor at this point. You trade him, get some great role players or great role players that don't look like great role players until you get to the playoff and it looks amazing. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's always going to look like in this situation, it's going to look like that. Like, no matter how you slice it, whatever decision they make is going to look like it's poor.
Yeah.
Until we see what was it really poor by the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like right now, the decision they make will completely alter so many other things. Like, because if they let Harden, well, if they have a mediocre season, they let Harden walk, and B has to at some point look at this and be like, man, I can't keep sitting here with mediocre, because he's went by countless general managers, countless coaches, countless secondary players to help him. Like, Embiid at some point is going to get where he demands a trade, or he just gets frustrated. Like, because Embiid's probably, I don't think Embiid got that Dame mentality. Like, at some point, man, these players gonna want some hoopers that stays with them.
I don't see Embiid leaving unless Philly want to move him. I don't see Embiid leaving. That's just me personally, though.
I can see it if they keep doing poor, man.
That's Atlantis with that money.